Our generation is actually cooked, and I had to just come to this realization earlier today because yesterday I was bringing a desk into my apartment and I thought I would make a funny video about how I brought this desk in and no one offered to help me. So I made the caption, brought this desk in and not a single man offered to help me, because I do believe that men are good. I do believe in chivalry, and I think that there are men out there who would see a girl struggling and want to help her, right? So I was kind of shocked that not only in this experience, but in past experiences from moving in things into my apartment or doing whatever, lifting heavy things, that people just don't offer, especially men. So I made this video and I posted it just thinking like it would be relatable. No. TikTok said, no, I'm going to humble you real quick. TikTok took my video and just shoved it in the wrong male audience.
Humbling is not even the word, but here's the video that she was talking about.
There are comments that say like, maybe if you weren't a 2 out of 10, someone would have helped you. And then another one was, why didn't you ask the bear for help? And then another one said, well, I bought ingredients for a sandwich and no woman came into the kitchen to help me. And it's like, okay, well, first of all, that's putting women in a category of all you're good for is making me food, you dumb little girl.
Wouldn't that be the same thing as you're putting men in a category as only thing you're good for is helping me with my desk? I guess she didn't think that one through.
Me asking a man to help, not even asking, you're just assuming or hoping that a man would help a girl with lifting something heavy actually plays into their physiological design. Men literally are designed to love to help. Men's bodies are designed to be stronger than women, okay? Like, this is tapping into something that is actually, like, truth, that is not insulting. Like, I think you can do it, so it would be nice if you did it.
Wouldn't that be the same thing about the dishes? A woman was made to be nurturing and help. So the sandwich kind of makes sense in that scenario, that I bought all these ingredients for a sandwich, but no woman was there to prepare it. Wouldn't that be just as sexist as saying that, well, you're built for this, so therefore you should help me no matter what? I don't think TikTok is playing their videos out.
That video is so funny because it plays into a broader topic of like, you could replace man with human. I brought this desk in and no human offered to help me, because that really is the root of it. We are all so selfish as a society. We don't really want to help anyone. It's all about ourselves. That's the true form of Satanism. I'm just going to do a side tangent. Satanism is not the real worship of the devil. Satanism is the worship of yourself. Anyway, that's a side rant I could post another time. But the video is attracting, and I'm getting out-ratioed, and I don't care. Like, and this is another thing. Thank God. I love Jesus, and my identity is rooted in what he did on the cross, not what the internet says or what the world says about me. Because if I took my value in what the world said about me, A, my emotions would constantly be up and down, and 2, I would think I'm a 2 out of 10 loser, okay? So thank God that I don't, like, these comments don't affect me. But on a deeper level, it's like, wow, men really hate women. Because they're like, I thought you were an independent woman. Ask the bear. That's just so gross.
Wouldn't that be saying that women hate men? Everything she just said was not that men hate women. It's a retaliation for whatever they was told. When they say pick the bear, it's because the women said that they would rather be in the woods stuck with a bear, a random bear, than a random man. Wouldn't that be saying that it's actually the women that hate the men? The fact that you think that a man, a random man, was supposed to come help you with whatever you got going on, as other women push that I'm strong, independent, don't need no man. That's another phrase that tells you that you really hate men, because the only value you get towards them is things they could do for you. Because why wouldn't you need a man if you can do everything for yourself? Which means that everything usually is done by men. And you don't want them to do that, so therefore you see no need for them. But as much as she loves Jesus, she feels so entitled to what somebody else should be doing for her. That is a privileged position that she is in.
If you see this, like, as a man, I would hope that the good men in my life, I know that they would say, no, as men, we need to stand up and change the path that we're going on as a society. I just think that the whole comment section is such a red flag. The commenters are a red flag. The likers of the commenters are a red flag. It's like, it's the principle. Yes, I can lift a desk. Yes, I am strong. Thank God I have a working body that's able to do these things, right? But it's just the overarching principle that we don't want to help anyone, and especially men. They don't want to step up to the challenge. And they're trying to blame feminism. Feminism killed chivalry, okay? No, that's actually not true. Since the beginning of the time, that we love to say, oh, Eve sinned. Women messed up the whole earth. No, actually, the Bible says that Eve was by herself. It was Adam's passivity and not putting his foot down and saying, no, Eve, we're not going to do that. That was the downfall of humanity, okay?
Whoa. Are we now saying it's the man's fault for the grown woman to do exactly what she knew she wasn't supposed to do. And the fact that he just didn't put his foot down, keep in mind, this is what they say men should be. Men should be the passive dudes that allow women and want to come to the table and talk everything out. You say that, but then you go back and say, well, the man didn't put his foot down. So it's kind of like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you're a man that puts his foot down, then you're aggressive. You're a misogynist. You belittle women. If you're a man that do not put your foot down, then you're a bitch. You don't have any value towards a woman. You can't do nothing. You're not a provider. You're not strong. Where is the middle ground in between there? So therefore, no matter what a woman does, a man has to take the blame for it. So men are just there to be used. If you have all this responsibility and have no authority at all, that just equals slavery. So she's basically saying that men should be slaves and should do things, although it does not benefit them. And that's a reoccurring thought when people actually think that men should do whatever they supposed to do, although it has no benefit for them at all, because they're just supposed to do it. And they're supposed to do it with a smile on their face, as long as everybody else receives the benefit for it. It's funny how women always know what's a man's position, but they can never ever tell you what's a woman's position.
So we see the same thing right now. Men just stepping back going, oh, look at the women, they're ruining it. Oh, the feminists, they're ruining it. No, as a man, you're designed to lead, step up and lead and say, you know what, we're going to put our foot down and we're going to bring back masculinity in the Christian way, in the respective way, not in like an overarching like patriarchy way. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean with that one. I want to know what that one means, because how could you not do it in a patriarchy? Because this is going to be a patriarchy. It's male-led. You just said that men should lead and then say it shouldn't be in a patriarchy way, when a patriarchy is literally men just leading. In other words, you take all the responsibility for whatever is about to happen. Just do it in my way. I need you to do what I want you to do. But if things go wrong, if I'm wrong about the way I want you to lead, then you take all the responsibilities and the headaches for that, because you didn't lead right. And then the guy is like, well, I'm doing the things that you want. And then she's like, yeah, but why are you doing the things I want? You're supposed to be the leader, right? Okay. He goes out there, he actually does what he wants to do, and he actually leads the way he wants to, and then she calls him a misogynist, then it's the patriarchy, we don't like it. Either way, you're going to take a loss, right? So you just might as well just hang it up. And this is coming from an alleged Christian woman. So I can only imagine what it's like to be with a woman that does not follow God at all.
It's so disappointing. It's literally so disappointing, and like, the comments make me laugh. I'm like, the desk is in my room. The desk got brought up. I just was a little disappointed, but I mean, they're losing it. They're losing it in the comments. So those are just my thoughts, but don't know if anyone else agrees, but yeah, we're cooked.
And this is why women feel like they can stay single. If men do everything for women, no matter what, then they wouldn't need to do anything for a man, right? Because all men would do it for them anyway. If a man is going to help you with all your groceries, he's going to help you pay your bills, he's going to be there for you whenever you need him, a shoulder to cry on, and you basically entice him by saying that you're just supposed to be a good human, you gaslight him into that, then what's the point of you having a boyfriend? So they want to live this single life and be free and do whatever they want to do, as they have bits and pieces of a boyfriend from each different man around them, or just random men that they do not know. And the fact that she said that she can lift the desk by herself, the desk is upstairs, is probably more of a reason why a guy didn't help her. Because why on earth would I help somebody with something that they can do themselves? In other words, you just want a butler. Because you can go get that cup of juice by yourself, but you feel just because I'm a man, I'm supposed to serve you. Now, it's different if she was carrying an AC, if she was carrying a refrigerator, and it was looking like she was doing this by herself. I can guarantee you it's going to be men to say, do you need some help with that? Maybe we can do X, Y, and Z. Because men are problem solvers. She didn't have a problem because she did it herself. You see how easily she picked that desk up? That means it wasn't an issue. And that's the reason why men did not help, especially when they don't have to. In other words, she really thinks that men are just supposed to simp for her just because she exists. And that's what caused the problem that's happening now.